listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell him that birds of a feather fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Yeah, ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. Going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and do best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's something, don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumping where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the ref just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever, Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever, Pelican forever.
Start with Dejounte. This is kind of the reason that they haven't these fourth players we've seen the last few games. Being able to have a guy to go to like that. Just what does it mean to have him during these kind of stretch runs these last couple games?
Yeah, extremely important these moments, to stay poised, get us in, in our sets, good looks, both sides of the ball. He's fantastic down the stretch. So he really settles us, gives us great poise out there. So it's been fantastic.
What does that mean? I don't think you could have executed the last free throw any better. Was that kind of the plan going in, wanting it to miss to try to get something there?
That was, yeah. We were out of timeouts, with that amount of time. We executed, had a shot to win it there at the end, but unfortunately we had a 4-point lead, and we got to own that. That possession was huge. We stay home for a reason, and we can't give up a three there, and then we had the turnover. Obviously, that cost us. But proud of our guys. They continue to battle. Resilient group. We battled our tail off defensively. Held that team to 107. I thought our defense was gritty all night. We were physical, made it tough on them, and built a 4-point lead. That's where you want to be. So, really
why you lost the lead, Coach? Let's ask some real questions, bro. Why you ain't challenged that play, Coach? Let's ask some real questions, reporters. Come on, man.
They believe in each other. They got high character.
So why we lost
they
there?
Want to be a part of something special. I think the group understands that you don't turn this thing in, one game, one moment. These are habits that they're going to carry with them, into
after your ass is gone
next season as well. And
yeah, well, you gone.
That's the goal here, is that we're building something here, big picture as well. And the guys continue to battle and claw. It speaks to their character, their belief in one another, the system, the buy-in to, our staff as well. And so,
man, shut
really
your ass, man. Not you, DC. This dude.
We're probably playing our best.
You lost, bro.
Which is great. This is where you want to be.
You lost, man.
To, play in these big games against teams that are
and you lost
playoffs and going to be in the playoffs.
And you're not.
Team just lost by 40 the other night. They're coming back on their home floor. We continue to battle and
you lost.
4-point lead with 30 seconds to go. So
what's the answers, dude?
Hey, I got a question. Why didn't you get a technical foul on them bullshit ass calls?
Why didn't you challenge that call at the end of the game?
Huh?
Why did you challenge that call?
Their activity at the rim.
Talk about that bad inlet pass.
Carlo hitting big threes, Eve making big plays at the rim. So they've been doing this all year. I'm not surprised. I don't know.
Yeah, the refs had some stuff going on in the game, bro, but that was going to be that. You playing in their home.
They're making it tough on me. And we have a number of guys. There's 2, 3, 4, 5 of the guys sitting there on the bench that you
Yeah, like Poole, the dude that's making $30 million.
But I think their size, their athleticism is really turning our defense. They're switchable. Their ability to contest every shot, run the floor, put out fires.
So we
is
back to
tremendous.
giving them credit.
Those two have been really, really important.
Bro, I'm so sick of this Spanish.
We giving
weather
them
is
credit, or
ridiculous,
we giving ourselves credit? What's going on?
You ain't got no answers. So when the default mechanism is when you don't have no answers, default to
I think
giving
he's a point
teams
guard.
credit
He's a lead
that
guard
that it have
he
half-assed
understands
that,
his
but you didn't win
teammates,
tonight.
when they need the ball, where they need the ball, timing of it. You know, I think he's done a great job of just orchestrating and keeping us in flow and rhythm. That's what you want to do as a point guard, is someone that understands the game,
Dejounte
understands
Murray
flow, understands
played a
his
hell of a
teammates.
game tonight, and it was
Obviously, he
squandered.
can set up a Zion drive,
He squandered it.
pocket pass, rim decision. That's really important for us. And then, you know, Murphy too, you know, trying to get him a clean look, easy look. And he has great feel out there during the game when those guys need a touch. And they're building more and more chemistry for sure. Like you can see it every game evolving. Even coming down the stretch there, you know, he really held us together and kept us in our stuff.
I mean,
So,
these reporters
I think the group overall is in a really
need to
good
do a
place,
better
you
job
know,
with these questions, bro. Ask the man why he ain't challenged that play.
Fears has been great too. It's just, you know, Dejounte's a good player and Fears is a good player, and you got to make some decisions there, you know. But really proud of the group. But it's great to see Dejounte back out there and, you know, playing at such a high level right now. Good, thanks.
These old fucking team reporters, man. Where's the hard questions on some of this stuff, man? They came down to the report to the Pelicans had an opportunity, man. It was up by 4. And let it slip out their hands. They had the game. They had the game. They had it. And that's so them, man. That's so them, bro. That's why I be telling people about this coaching and IQ at the end of the game, man. I just don't understand why he didn't challenge that call at the end of the game. And even Antonio Daniels was saying, why they're not going to challenge that?
What is this? There was something in.
I can't hear the DC guy going on. But yeah, but shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for all things Pelicans. Now tuned to the Pelican postgame report. Yeah, they had suspect calls. The call with the referee on the sideline, counting down to 5 seconds, and then ultimately right before he hit the 5 second, he giving them the ball. We knew they were going to get some home cooking because they playing in Houston. So as a team, Dejounte Murray just had it on his mind, man. He went in there, and I just really don't like the fact that that effort was squandered, man. That effort was squandered big time, man, tonight. I mean, he was on one tonight with the Pelicans, and it didn't turn into anything but a bunch of excuse making by the head coach. Pelicans go down, man, by 2, 107 to 105. Behind Murray. Murray scored as many points, 35 points tonight, which is a Pelican high. And I don't know how many he's did for his career. If it definitely was a Pelican high, I think he did better in his career high. But the bottom line, he was magnificent in this game, bro. Not gonna lie, he really carried the day. He was special doing what he did in there. And it should have translated in a win. That's why coaching is so very important. Knowing what to do, how to excite the team. If you got stuff going on with the referees, it's a way that you got to handle it. You got to bring light to it. You can't sit there with your fucking arms folded, looking confused. I'm tired of the confused looks, and this is just a part for the course that it's definitely time for a change. And then when you don't have any answers, default to thinking your team in a loss. That it's just no. No, you don't thank them in this kind of, and it's like you had the game. It's just stupid. The second chance points, some of the perimeter defense, IQ in the moments of the game, once again was suspect. Dejounte Murray covered up a lot of things for the Pelicans. His scoring, attacking, going into the paint, playing, his aggressiveness has really been a godsend for this team. And there were some positive things as well. But once again, I don't understand. We could definitely use a little bit more scoring off the bench to help out. I don't understand why Poole is not in there. I keep asking the same question. I don't understand why this guy got the guy benched. We need help and production off the bench tonight. And We seen Houston Rocket players. That Reed dude lit the Pelicans up, man. Once again, he lit them up. But anyway, big ups to y'all, man, as DC get his mic and all that together. Y'all do us a service by hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button. And by all means, feel free to share the show. Pelicans lose their 46th game. They're 22-46. They go down to a Rocket team that was 23-8 in their home building. And this was a win. This was most certainly a win for the Pelicans. And once again, they do what Pelicans do. They flounder, flip, and screw it up with in the back end of the game. And it made no sense why this happened like this. It really didn't. They were up by 4 late and let the game get away from them. And you can see something was wrong. And y'all follow me on this one. Right before Zion got in there and threw that ball to Herb Jones and that turnover at the end of the game, did y'all pay attention to his body language? The body language, he was walking with his fucking head down. Then he gets in there and then throws the ball, him and whether the guy was held or not, man. The bottom line is you can't expect them to call all of these calls in Houston because they obviously had the home cooking going on tonight. So
why everybody get home cooking except for us? We don't never get no home
because
we get road cooking at home.
Man, you dead because you don't have no respect. Nobody don't respect what you doing. You don't complain about. I mean, you don't do anything. You don't. You know, Emil Doka gonna pitch a bitch when he get there, and if the fouls ain't there, you got coaches that's gonna be aggressive and complain for their team, do something, grab a tech, bring some kind of light to it. You know, they gonna be on the coaches. This guy, we don't have these type. We got these soft left hand coaches that all they do when they lose these games, they won't sit here and then go into a congratulatory party with their team about being proud of them in losses. Ain't nothing to be proud of, dog. This is the 40th something I fucking lost for the team, and he's still talking about pride. So I'm tired of Spanish Willie, dog. And like I said, man, it's just the team has all this going on, but they need to get over the head.
Jay Carvello hit it right on the head, bro.
Default to him.
Zion should not be Zion shouldn't be inbounding the ball. He said that's bad coaching, and he right.
That is bad coaching.
You got 7-something seconds left. Why is Zion inbounding the ball?
And then on top of that, bro, it's like
if anything,
y'all noticed how he looked before he did it.
One of the stars to him because he probably was mad that he was inbounding the ball.
Certified Swimmer said the referee stole the game from him. That was a foul on Murray. Yeah, it was a foul on Murray, and it was a foul on the inbound on Herb too.
And they had a 5-second.
And they had a 5-second, but that wasn't it. You still was up by it. Listen, this game, we knew the referees was in here doing suspect stuff. But I guarantee you the Pelicans had opportunities in this game to win. Fam, they lost the game by 2. Hold on, listen, DC. They lost the game by 2, but ain't nobody gonna talk about the fact that they shot 69% from the foul line tonight. You lost by 2. You went to the line 26 times. You went 18 to 26, and you know when you're on the road, these foul shots count. So you had opportunities in this game to win the game. You really did. We had opportunities in the game to close out the game. Houston is not going to be an easy sell, but you can't be in there turning over the ball. You can't allow them with the second chance points. What about the offensive rebounds, the stickbacks, DC? Offensive rebound, them scoring on the second chance points. What about that?
I don't think none of that matter.
It don't matter. Okay.
It don't matter. What matters is my man Jay Carvello hitting it right on the head again, because this type of things I think about. We was up by 4 points, right? How do you immediately give up a 3-pointer? I'd have been glad you gave up a layup. How do you give up a 3-pointer when we up by 4 with 30-something seconds left?
Just dumb, just bad, just low IQ
Stupid
basketball. Yes.
You know what I mean? But on top of that, the thing for me is we've been seeing things go the same way over and over and over and over, right? These calls are atrocious, right? Bro, why Borrego still in the game? You should be ejected. You should be irate. You should be tearing into the refs. They should be throwing you texts. Like, you can't lay down and take. Why they don't do it to Udoka? I bet you he would have got the same home cooking and the Smooth the King Arena. You know why? Because if they start calling them type of calls, he ain't gonna sit there and have it. And he probably got to feel them damn refs scared of him. Probably they call their hands to box them and everything. He's not gonna take that. And
Yeah,
until we
he
get a
ain't gonna
coach
take that.
that ain't gonna take it, like you said, we're gonna be pushovers. We ain't gonna get no respect. I don't think it's all on the players. I think it's the coach with that, man. Because when I think about teams that get the games called more fair, they usually have a hard-nosed coach, bro, that ain't gonna just sit there and take that. They got a crazy man at the wheel, you know. They don't know what he might do if they call this call. But you know, we just sit there and we take it, you know. Come on to the next play. I mean, you kind of do need to be on to the next play, but that can't be the answer all the time, man. When you blatantly getting cheated, you got to do something. They going to the extreme. You better turn it up a few notches.
They
So
had this one, man.
watching that, and how they lost this game. Matter of fact, I saw the game on a delay. And one of my friends told me, he's like, text me, man, Zion sold the game. And I'm like, what are you talking about, man? We up by 4. And then I saw the series and everything happened.
Yeah,
So it
goddamn.
was really amazing for me to watch, knowing what was about to happen, right? And you look at other teams in the NBA, or just look at winners in the NBA, man, and there's no way
You people
that
expect
this
to lose,
happens
man.
to winners, man.
They
And it
expect
goes
they gotta
back to what I
lose.
was
They
telling you,
expect to
Q.
lose, man. They
They got a
expect to lose.
mentality of losing.
Zion Williamson got in there, and
Dejounte don't have that mentality.
But Zion got in there with that inbound pass before he even started getting the ball. He was walking, and I looked at, I said, that's real strange behavior for him to be walking like
Yeah,
that. Like
Q,
the
'cause
game was already over with, and
it's
he
the
ain't
play
even
call.
inbound the ball yet.
It's the play call. Whatever they called in the timeout, he ain't believing that shit. That's why you saw him walking like that. I mean, he need to do better than that. Sitting up, looking all sad and like your puppy done died or something. He got to fix that. Even if you don't believe in the play and you know y'all about to carry it out, man, you got to go out there with a different
Got to
posture,
execute.
different attitude, man. You got to have that mentality. I'm gonna make it work or whatever, or at least you got to carry that aura because you one of the leaders of the team. Like everybody looking at that, everybody looking at you. If you feel invincible, they feel invincible. So that's definitely a problem. But I think it's probably a combination of the plays that happened before that, the foul on Dejounte, the inbound stuff, and what he saw Borrego draw, didn't believe in. Whether it was for him or not for him, I don't know. I don't think he is the type of person to get upset if they draw up a play into the game and it ain't for him. He ain't never exhibited that he would be mad about that type of stuff before. Maybe he just didn't believe in the play.
Well,
or you think he, what the mob bosses got to him and told him to throw that pass crazy?
No, I
Because
don't.
that was a weird pass and it was a weird situation with her while the dude was holding him. But that was weird, man. It's like how do you do that with your last possession of the game? It was very strange.
It's just none of it makes any sense to me. Them to be so discombobulated in these clutch time moments is it's just a team that's just in need of a lobotomy, man. This team they really do. They need to lobotomize these fucking people to get this coach out of here, make them forget about all this trash that they're trying to teach, because this stuff don't work, man. It's too inconsistent. Dejounte Murray did more than enough to help the Pelicans win tonight. And like people tell me, yo, Q, the referees did this, the referees did that. Referees ain't forced the Pelicans to miss free throws at the foul line and they didn't shoot 69%. Referees didn't cause the Pelicans to get get out hustled on the offensive rebound, where them guys was able to get 3-pointers, several 3-point shots off for second chance points. That wasn't on the referees. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying that they had opportunities, plus they was up by 4. The game was in their hands. There's no reason why they should have lost this game. So regardless or not, man, it's back to the drawing board for the Pels tonight. And shout out to YO, man, for the super chat.
The money out. Stay cool. Nobody gets hurt. Take the money out. All of it. Come on. Wasting my time now. Come on.
I know, Jay Black. This is a question I've asked since the start of the show. Why didn't James Borrego challenge that? Why did he challenge that play? Even Antonio Daniels in the broadcast was asking, the Pelicans have to challenge that play. You got to challenge that play. They didn't do nothing. They let it rock and roll on. That was on him. And then at the end of the broadcast, the reporters, probably Lopez, sound like he was the only one in there answering questions. Maybe or maybe another guy. They don't even ask him that question.
Oh, you know they're not gonna ask him that.
They don't. We don't get the real questions. Why didn't he make the call? Why didn't he challenge that play? Because if he challenges that play, they look at it and they see that they fouled him before he stepped out. They would have that would have changed the momentum of the game. But once again, that goes along with IQ and coaching. I don't understand why that man didn't challenge that play. That made zero sense to me, and that falls directly square. And the events that happen after that all fall on his fucking head.
Why didn't he challenge the 5 second impulse? He couldn't challenge that either.
The reality, the thing was, he was fouled before he stepped out. Yeah, he stepped out, but he was fouled before, and then the guy fouled him the second time. Why he was there? The reason why he was out, because the guy was fouling him and pushing him toward the sideline. So I mean, he just let it go. You're like, oh, that's okay. We're gonna keep this in our back pocket. No, the game is on the line. You cannot afford to do that kind of low IQ coaching. You got to do better than that, because that could have changed the direction of the game if you challenged that play. Because he was deaf, because the guy was fouling him on purpose. The referees just didn't call it. So I mean, it just didn't make any sense to me, man. Jess said, looked like Murray did step on the line, and if the ref got the call right, they would have looked. No, it's prior to that. He fouled him twice. Go back and look at the replay. He fouled him twice. It was a foul the first time, then he fouled him again the second time. Because almost like he paused, like he said, like he was expecting the referees on the first foul. He fouled him first, and then the second time he fouled him, and when he fouled him the second time, he pushed him toward the sideline. That's how he ended up stepping on that line. But that's why people were saying that Borrego should have challenged that play, because that would have definitely kicked that out because of the initial foul. He fouled him twice in that series. The second time he stepped out. But that go back and look at the play, because I just looked at it on X. Maybe let me see if I can pull it out. But yeah, man, this is crazy. But anyway, let me get up and shout out to y'all, man. Yeah, Jay Black. Shout out to Jay Black. Said the foul would have been instead of out of bounds. Yeah, that's right. It would have been a foul instead of out of bounds, because it was Thompson. Wasn't it? It was Thompson that fouled Dejounte. He fouled him twice on the same play. He fouled him once, and then the second time when they didn't give him the call, he fouled him again, and that pushed him to step on the line, and then that's when he threw his arms up, and that's what he was telling the referees, that he fouled them. The referees didn't make that call. So, and the bottom line is, man, regardless or not, it's just so fitting for the Pelicans, man. It's so fitting, man, how this thing go down. Some of these games you got to win. And like I said, you can't go into somebody else's building and shoot 69% from the foul line and you get opportunities. They gave the Pelicans, they talking about the referees had some bad calls, but they gave your team 26 foul attempts. The Rockets had 17. They gave the Pelicans 9 more foul attempts from the line, from the charity stripe, than they gave the Rockets at home. Think about what I'm saying. Yeah, they had some suspect calls on that 5 second call where they called the timeout. Yeah, the 9 call on Dejounte Murray. Yeah, you're right. And there was another one. But the foul attempts, they gave them 26 foul attempts in the Rockets building versus 17 for the Rockets. Pelicans converted 18 of 26. You lose by 2. You shoot a high clip in the building, you beat the Rockets. See what I'm saying? It's the fundamental stuff, man, that these people be fouling on. But this guy's sitting up on his ass congratulating the team, and they're shooting 69% from the foul line. And these people building. What are you talking about, bro? How you quick to congratulate these people? And I just don't understand how you congratulating them so much. And they had the game. We had the game. Let's go over the stats. 37 of 84 for 44% for the Pelicans tonight. 40 of 94 by the Rockets for 43%. Pelicans was with the Rockets on 3-point shooting. The Pelicans were 13 of 32, right, for 41%. The Rockets hit one more 3-pointer than the Pelicans, 14 of 41, less efficient for 34%. Pelicans, this is the one, 18 of 26 from the foul line for 69%. The Rockets were 13 of 17. You see what I'm saying? You left a lot of points on the line. You got to do better than going into some building, shooting 69% from the foul line. That's not going to cut it. 52 rebounds by the Rockets versus 48. They had 18 offensive rebounds, Pelicans 15. Pelicans 19 assists, a low assist game tonight, 25 by the Rockets, 8-6 on the blocks, Rocket way. Pelicans 13 turnovers, gave up 10. They forced 12 off the Rockets. Rockets submitted 17 turnover points. That's a 7-point swing, a differential for you in terms of turnover points. And we could not capitalize. Fast breaks went to the Rockets, 15-14. We beat them in the points in the paint by 4 points, 48-44. The largest lead we had was 4. The largest at that time for them was 11. And then, of course, you look at the box stats. The top scorer for the Pels was Dejounte Murray. Dejounte Murray it looked real smooth out there, man, and in control. 31 minutes, 35 points. An efficient night from him. He was 14 of 18 from the field and shot 4 of 5 from downtown. He did miss a couple of free throws. He was 3 from 5 from the line, but he finished with 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. He was plus 19 on the game, right? He had a couple of turnovers, but overall, he was awesome. 21 from Zion in 34 minutes, 7 of 10 from the field, 7 of 9 from foul line. He had 5 rebounds, an assist, and 2 blocks his way. 14 from Trey. Trey was had a little offness going on this night. 14 points in 37 minutes, 5 of 15 from the field, 3 of 8 from the foul line, from downtown, 1 of 2 from the foul line, 7 assists, 6 boards, plus 7 for Trey. And then that's all your double-digit scores. Herb tonight had 35 minutes. He had 8 points on 2 of 12 shooting. Come on, Herb. 1 of 7 from downtown. 3 of 5 from the foul line. He did collect 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, plus 3. Was doing some decent defense, some solid defense up against Kevin Durant in parts of the game before kind of Durant still was able to get a few shots, but that was tough sledding for him at some points of the game. But Herb gave not really on 12 shots in 7 attempts from downtown, 8 points from him. Saddiq Bey, 30-minute night, 5 points. He was off tonight. 2-11 from the field. He was 0 for 4 from downtown, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, an assist, a turnover, minus 15 for Saddiq. So he had an off night for Saddiq Bey. Solid overall, but every now and again he's afforded that. Then when you hit the bench, there was not much shaking. They had a 9-man rotation tonight. You had 9 points from Jeremiah Fears in 13 minutes. He was 3 of 9 from the field. He had 3 3-pointers tonight by Jeremiah Fears, a rebound, and he was minus 11. 25 from Yves Messi, 5 rebounds, 25 minutes, 5 points, 7 boards, a steal, and a block from Yves. Derik Queen played 12 minutes, really no offensive impact tonight. 4 rebounds, 1 assist, really an off night by him. Carlo had 22 minutes. He had 8 points, 3 for 3 from the foul line. From the field. He hit 2 3-pointers. He had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. Carlo was given an effort. And then, of course, that's it. That was the 4 for them. So, once again, like I said, man, it's one of those nights you kind of scratch your head. Kevin Durant finished with 32 points in 40 minutes. 23 from Amin Thompson as well, with 12 rebounds and 8 assists. Man almost had a triple-double day on the night on the Pelicans. He was plus 11. Offense, defense, he was giving them Jabari Smith 16 points in 38 minutes, 5 boards, 3 assists. And off the bench, Reed Shepherd lit the Pelicans up. He had 5 3-pointers off the bench, 18 points in 32 minutes of action. 9 from Clint Capella and 5 rebounds from him in defense. Had 4 blocks in the game as well. So, and this is all this without Sengun. Sengun did not play in this game. He was DNP because of a back issue, but it did not matter. Sengun or not, the Rockets take the lead in the series 2-1. DC, go ahead. The floor is yours, bro. All right, DC, are you there? All right, DC is having some
Yeah,
issues.
I'm here.
All right, go ahead, bro. Floor's yours.
You know what I'm saying? The Pels fought hard to get this one. As you can see, statistically, when you look at it, they weren't far off, but those free throws really hurt, man. You were able to get to the line 26 times, and you only hit 18 of them. One big free throw missed by Trey Murphy. You know, I don't never expect Trey to miss a free throw in the fourth. You seen Kevin Durant miss one, he missed one right after him. Down the stretch, I guess you could kind of say they hit him for the most part, but just 18 out of 26, you only lost by 2 points. You know, you hit a few more free throws. I don't know what it could have been. Rebounding, it's pretty dead even. Thought they did a good job at times rebounding. You know, they end up losing that battle 48-52, 15-18 offensive rebounds. So, like, you cool there, man. In a lot of other areas, I think they were fine. The one area for me, the assists. You had a game where the prior game before that, what they had like 30 assists or 32 assists, right? Then you go and you have 19. You know, you fell into Houston hands and playing slow. You know, you slowing the game down. You doing this one possession stuff. I mean, Dejounte was handling his business tonight, so can't complain about that. But what's going on with Sadiq Bey? How's Sadiq Bey only turning 5 points, man? You know, Herb goes 2 for 12, and he just shooting 3 free throws, 3-pointers away. 1 for 7 on the night, man. So much so that at crucial points in the game, they just leaving Herb wide open and daring him to shoot that 3-pointer. I bet you won't shoot it right now. And when everybody know you can't shoot it, so it's like offensively, it becomes 4 on 5. And then Sadiq ain't playing well, so then it's really 3 on 5. And Borrego don't go to his bench. Don't try to rectify that. You had Jeremiah Fairs, who he hit 3 3-pointers. I mean, he was 3 for 9 on the night. He had a few layups. I'm like, man, you should have made that. But you know, that's Jeremiah. He's still working through that, right? You don't give Jordan Poole a look. I mean, when you think about stuff like that, just the fact that we weren't playing our brand of basketball, if we have a brand of basketball to play, right? We were trying to play like the Rockets almost. To me, that's how it felt, and they got a loss. And this just throughout the whole game, not even the final plays, because you know you could say the refs definitely stole the game. I get that, but it's still a culmination of things that go together to even get to that point to where that's an issue. And we had just an awkward way of going about it outside of Dejounte Murray. You take away Dejounte Murray in this game, man, we would have got dusted. You know, Zion had a solid showing, so you know, not the shit on him. I thought he played well. Trey was missing, you know. So you can't play like that individually, and then also don't challenge certain calls. Don't call the right plays. Don't run good substitutions, and expect to beat a Houston Rockets team who's competing to be either the 3rd, 4th, or 5th in the West. You know, them people playing for real. They ain't trying to get this game away. And Sengun ain't suit up, just showed you the confidence they had. They knew they was gonna beat us. And judging by the result, maybe everybody on the team except Dejounte knew we was gonna lose. That's how it kind of looked, man. It's just another one of them games. It's close, and you want to be like, man, I love the Pelicans' competitive spirit and all that bullshit Borrego was saying behind the podium. But how many times are we gonna say that? How many games have we seen like this? Where it's like, oh, they fought. That ain't nothing to be proud about getting no award. They're supposed to fight. This supposed to be every night. But when the Pels play like this, you want to give them praise and stuff because you deep down kind of know they were supposed to win the game, and they choked. It's always those games, the games where they just didn't bring it home, and it was within reach. You had a 4-point lead with 30 seconds left. You give a winning team a 4-point lead with 30 seconds left, man, I say at least 8 to 9 out of 10 times they're gonna win that game. They might be that one, where a team hit a 3-pointer or something. The stuff could happen. But 8 to 9 times out of 10, good team, not a great team, not a championship caliber team, just a good team, is gonna win. And how many times we see Pels lose, regardless of the cost? They just find a way to lose close games when it get tight, man. I think we've gotten better. They look way better with Dejounte, but it's still there. It's just the mentality of losing, the premeditated thoughts of losing, even before we lose the game, are already there. As you spoke about, Q, and everybody else, with the body language of Zion before he gives the final turnover to lose the game. It's already mentally embedded in their minds that they're gonna lose. So they go to hanging their head and kind of thinking about it before it even happened. And to their credit, in doing that, you kind of bringing about that reality that you don't want, because you already seeing it show up before it didn't even happen. So, typical Pelicans, the new version of them that went 7-3. We seen this in some of those losses as well. But this is who shows up when they put them under pressure, man. When the Pels are under extreme pressure, more times than not, this is how it turns out. As you can see in the video right here. What's going on with this? Come on, Zion, bro. Way over there. As you slow it down, it looks even worse. Herb
I know
is
that's what I've been showing people, man.
it is a horrible pass.
It wasn't
Even
even
with
close.
Herb being held, it's a horrible pass, man. It's almost like, like throwing a game or something, bro. Not that if Herb would caught it, was like we was gonna win. But they on two totally different pages of what's going on. Zion seeing him supposed to run out and get the ball. Herb look like he damn near trying to post the guy up and maybe hope the refs call a foul. That's what I kind of see. And either way, the ball goes out of bounds, untouched by the Pelicans or the Rockets. Very strange.
Yeah, it's because her post is right here, like he ready for him to feed him the ball here. You see that? And
Yeah,
Zion
Herb's trying
sees
to
it
like he's gonna, the dude got to come over my back, throw the ball,
to get the ball,
and it's
throw it
gonna be
here
a
in front of me.
foul, and it's gonna be a
Right.
foul.
But Zion,
That's
what
what
he
Herb
does
think.
is, what Zion posting the guy up means put the ball here in front of me. Zion throws it way out here somewhere. Look at that. How is he's posting the guy? It's not like he's moving forward. Then he has to break away. Look, he already touching the ground, crawling to try to go and get the ball. Tries to sprint. Now the guy grabbed him. Referee didn't make the call, but that was a horrible inbound pass by Zion. It wasn't even close. Look, he's trying to fight and get it. He dives. The ball is he got both. He
Put the
got
surfing
feet.
music on right there.
He got feet, hands, and everything in the air. The ball on top of the Toyota logo. Still in here. He turns over. The ball just goes out when Herb turns over. There's no way he was going to catch that pass. There's no way.
Say
That was
Big
a
Sean,
horrible.
boy,
That's
you
a horrible
be trying to
inbound
rub it
pass.
in, boy. Boy, Big Sean be trying to rub it in, boy.
I can't tell Sean nothing, man. He watching this team because this is not.
That's
This
your
is.
franchise play.
I'm saying, man. Look where the ball. That's horrible, and I can show y'all the other stuff too, man. Of what I be saying, bro, about this, and it's like even if the calls by the referees, but those are some horrible calls we've seen in terms of the 5 second call, the fact that Herb was held right there. Obvious, the referee was looking right at him, didn't make the call, and then there was a couple other ones. But like I tell you
Well,
again, what happened in
I
foul?
can't be mad at him about not making this call right here on Q, because the last seconds of the game, man, everybody know they not gonna give you like
You grabbed him right there.
these bail you out. I know, but it's still like a bail you out foul from a horrible play that you just made. They're not gonna do that. Now, if they threw the
Look at the score.
ball in Herb, the ball is in Herb's hands, and then he holds and all that in the ball, they probably would call a foul on that. But they're gonna try to not have the outcome of the game be determined by a foul. So it is a foul, but I can't be, just like super upset about the refs not calling the foul there with
I'm
just
not.
how crazy that pass was, man.
Yeah,
If the
I'm not.
pass was a lot closer, then yeah, they're supposed to call a foul. But come on, man. Even if the dude didn't hold you, and you ain't guaranteed to get to that shit. So it's like
That boy had to be a
I can't put that
plastic
on the
man to get
refs
that
on
ball,
that
boy.
one. You know what I'm saying? I can't put it on them on that.
Do you see that boy had to be the plastic man to get to that ball, man? I'm gonna be
Them
honest
other
with
two
you on that.
calls, them other two calls were horrible, man. I don't know how they let them go 5 seconds on the inbound and then get the timeout and all that. That was crazy. And the Dejounte one was just ridiculous, man. Like y'all know they trying to foul that dude. That was crazy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Borrego don't get
don't
get
say
irate, and you don't say nothing in the press conference either. Call the refs out.
You don't say nothing.
Call them out, man. If you know what I'm saying, we fought hard and you feel like y'all should have won it, man. Say that. Say it with your chest, bro.
He ain't gonna say that. Willie trained him to be
He at the
company man.
podium, but his nuts somewhere in the locker room.
Yeah, well, as long as he don't have them, the team don't have them. They're supposed to be a mirror of him. They're supposed to be a mirror of him. He go to inbound pass right here.
In the rough right there, looking at him. What is he doing?
2, he counted it. 3, 4.
What the fuck? Hey, you got a pass now, son.
And then he says, and then you can see right here, that's obviously dirty right there, because you can see he walks over to the man while he counted. That's 1. And no, he's not supposed to. He's not supposed to walk over there. 1, 2. He goes 3, and look, he starts moving. 4. Why is he walking over there? And it's 5, but he don't call it. Then all of a sudden, wham! I got it. No, you can see it right here. It's quite obviously what it is, but regardless of that, that's look what Borrego says. He just talks to him.
They took longer than 5.
It did take longer than 5. It was actually 6. The guy paused on the last one and then walked to the player to.
Well, I mean, you do got it kind of in slow motion right now, so.
Nah, it's the rhythm though. It's the pattern of how he calling it. This is the first one right here. As he going his hand out there. 1, you can get the pattern on the slow motion. 2, he holds the 2, throws it out 3, throws it out 4, and then watch this. He's hold it and supposed to throw it out right here, and doesn't say anything, and then holds it till he calls it. That's what I'm saying. You get it in slow motion. The pattern he obstructs the pattern. Borrego don't do nothing. The guy walks away. He just says that's 5 minutes, and then turns around and goes back.
4 seconds.
Then turns around and goes
On
back
to
to
the next play, guys. Stupid ass.
Yeah, weak ass. Anyway, let's position.
Now you Doka would have damn near been ready to fight the
What good?
And our coach over there was, they called it like, on to the next play, guys.
Yeah, we gotta stay classy, guys.
Gotta stay focused.
Yeah, we gotta stay focused. I can't congratulate you if we fussing at the referees. This soft ass dude.
Coach, you do know that ain't no next play if they keep fucking cheating, you know?
Well, we'll just keep holding our heads up high and keep pounding on the concrete, and it's keep pounding concrete or whatever the hell he says. I don't know.
We're gonna stuff that morality and that feel good positive attitude in the loss column.
Man, that shit don't
Or
work.
we gonna put it in the win column.
At some point, you got to challenge your team, man. You can't sit here and feed them that nonsense all the time. That becomes a crutch. You got to be accountable, man. You got to be accountable. You got to make these guys accountable. You got to understand that he don't make no mention of the fundamental stuff like the second chance points and the missed free throws in somebody else's building. You got to do better than that, man. So, that's what I'm saying. The accountability is an issue, and it's IQ at the highest levels in terms of the head coach. It's just something that is just pisses me off, man, about it. But the next matchup is the Mavericks. If we pivot to the Mavericks matchup, this is a team that we're coming off a win against Dallas, right? We were able to get a win last year in November, early November. We beat the Mavericks by a couple of points, 101-99. Well, the Mavericks were on a losing streak, but they finally kind of got up off that thing. And they were able to beat Memphis, and I think they lost again tonight. They got blew out by Cleveland tonight. Cleveland hammered them by 35 points, 33 points. They hammered the Mavericks tonight, 138-105. So they're 1-4 the last 5. The Pelicans are 3-2 the last 5 contests. Dallas 22-45. The Pelicans are 22-46. Pelicans come back to the Smoothie King Center, 13-21. Several players, but we know that Kyrie Irving and Derik Lively, those guys are done for the year. But PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford is predicted to be coming back from ankle, and Gafford just had some rest that they're supposed to be available for Monday's matchup against the Dallas Mavericks. Of course, we know about the top player for them is Mr. Flag. He's doing great stuff there, handling his business and doing what he's doing. Fantastic rookie, headed for Rookie of the Year honors. A lot of people predict that the Pelicans will top the Mavericks. The Mavericks, of course, you know what they're trying to do. And right now, the Mavericks hold the season lead against the Pels, 2-1, but it's all about Flag. But they, like I said, they do get some players back like Washington, and Gafford's supposed to be there to help out. So it'll be a little bit more competitive game there for the Pelicans. So this is a 7 o'clock tip-off time. You all see the statistics, DC, up front here about what's going on with the Mavs. They're pretty much in the 20s on a lot of stuff, 24th in points per game versus 23. The Pelicans are 16th and 27 in opposition points per game. The Mavericks 14 in field goal percentage. They are 29th in three-pointers made. The Pelicans are 27th in that category. The free throw percentage for them is in the back of the league with 29th. The Pels are 13th. You see the rebounders right there. They're a little bit better rebounding team than the Pelicans. 10th. Pelicans are 13th. The assist game, almost 25 a game. Pelicans are around the same thing. The turnovers, 13th. The Mavs, and with 15 per contest. And if you can see the steals, Pelicans top 10 NBA in steals. Mavs are not. And then you look at the blocks per game. Mavs says their top 9. Pelicans are 15th. Now, like I said, we beat this team recently last year, late last year, 2025. And this team is kind of doing what they do. DC, we know they're not. They're looking at the future, and we know Flag's a part of it. But let's kind of break this game down and talk about the keys. What do you think?
Well, I mean, Flag is really the main ingredient, right? He's still a rookie, not highly efficient at this point yet. So I think that gives us a hell of an advantage. You still got a bunch of guys missing with Kyrie, and what's the other center name that you named? Still out. Lively.
Derik Lively.
Yeah, AD's gone. So
Yeah, AD and
This is a
Washington.
game I pretty much I think the Pels will win, and they should win. It's obvious to me that Dallas is kind of bowing out. Cooper's probably still going for that rookie of the year, so he gonna be looking to get his numbers. But I don't think they really care about winning. They're almost identical to us in a lot of these categories, which really goes to show you something. Because we trying our hard out to win. I don't think they really worrying about it. I think they want to get them another draft pick, and we're gonna go in there and get a victory. That's how I see it. Unless we just have a complete and utter collapse and just don't show up at all, which sometimes you have to worry about with the Pelicans. But I don't think this is one of those times. I think they're genuinely going to be upset with this game, especially Dejounte. As you see, he has them play with a little bit more attitude, a little bit more aggressiveness, a little bit more assertiveness. I can definitely see that his addition does change the dynamic of this team, although we still got a lot of those loser ways that's still attached to them. And you got the Mavericks that are short staff, short-handed. You don't know what I'm trying to say. I think this is a dub for the Pels, man, and they just got to get back to what they were doing before they played Houston, and they get a victory because this is going to be another game where we're able to get some shots up. Guys are able to get in rhythm. They probably score 115, 118s, 120s, and they can get things, I guess, back on track for the push that they're trying to have. And I think Dallas is good medicine right now to do that.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely going to be a scrappy contest, no doubt about it, man. You got their lineup on the screen right now. DC Cooper Flag, Max Christie, Najee Marshall, PJ should be back, and Gafford. Nimbert Jr. is off there. Brandon Williams, Klay Thompson, Middleton, and Bagley coming off the bench. So they'll be the healthiest they are in a while. And of course, like I said, Jason Kidd, like you're saying, they kind of playing for the spot. So a lot of people kind of picking them to win the game. The matchup indicator is actually rocking with the Mavs. I mean, not with the Pels on this one. They're giving the Pelicans a 61% chance to beat the Mavericks at 39.1%. So, but this upcoming week, to be honest with you, in terms of the schedule, is going to be kind of interesting to say the least. They started the week off right on Monday, home. This starts the 4-game home trip rather, for the Pelicans. Losing one on the road, they should have won in Houston. 4 games next week: Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, all games. They have Dallas on Monday. They have a back-to-back against the Clippers. Wednesday and Thursday matchup in the Smoothie King Center against the Clippers. Then Saturday, they have Cleveland, who, this is going to be an interesting stretch. This should be Dallas, back-to-back Clippers in Cleveland. It's going to be an interesting week. And then the following week, it's going to be even rougher, DC. The following week,
Really?
they hit the road next week, three games. New York, Detroit, Toronto, and then that Sunday, they come home for Houston. It's going to be interesting. So, yeah, we're getting down to the wire, fam. We're getting down to the wire. Matter of fact, let me put the schedule on screen for the family members. There y'all go. Y'all can see for yourself. We're getting down to the wire, fam. Getting down to the wire. Yeah, this is what we dealing with for the remaining of the season, fam. Get this season over with, boy. Dallas, LA, Clippers, Cleveland this week, next week. Knicks, at Detroit, at Raptors. Sunday, come home, Houston. Then after that you have Portland and Sacramento away games. You come home for the final 2 home games of the regular season against the Orlando Magic, Utah Jazz, and then we hit the road for the rest of the regular season against Boston, and you close out against Ant-Man and the T-Wolves. So very, very interesting as we getting close, fam. We in the stretch right here. games here for this season. My goodness. All right. So anyway, shout out to you guys. Jess says, I blame the coach because he should have challenged that call. I agree. Yeah. J Black says, I'm sorry, I'm smoking, but I'm listening. You smoke, J Black? J Black, you smoke, bro? All right. Let me see who else we got. Shout out to y'all. Slim says, Jordan Poole then pissed somebody off. Yeah, DC said he punched him or something. Huh, DC? What you said? What you said he did him?
I think John Poole beat Borrego up. I think a punch would have like put him off for a few games. I think he actually it's in the locker room. He beat him up.
He said he beat him up.
Yeah, because it's almost like somebody get beat up by somebody, and then he probably didn't think Jordan would do that or he could beat him up, and that you create lifelong haters like that, man. You know what I mean?
Well, I just don't. My thing is though, DC, it's one. The reason why I'm harping on this, the bench thing, is like he's not good at rotations. Like you can have. We thought like bringing all these players, like you got all these players healthy at the same time. This is a deep team, and he going 9. I mean, but what doesn't make any sense is you have, whether you like him or not, you got a $30 million point guard that's not doing nothing, and he's healthy. That doesn't make any sense. You can't say that Bryce McGowan's, because Bryce McGowan's is playing, that he's taking Poole minutes. I guarantee you, if Bryce McGowan's was healthy tonight, Bryce McGowan's have got fucking minutes off that bench. I promise you that. He'd have found a way for McGowan's. So I don't understand how you have. I never heard of nothing like that ever. When you got a $30 million point guard that is the 4th leading scorer on a team, but he's been DMP'd, not because he's hurt. He's at the games. Y'all watch him on the sideline with his gear on, with the hoodie on. So he's there dressed. And he hadn't played in what? What is the count on him not playing? 6 games, 7 games now? I just don't get it. And then you lose by 2 tonight. Wouldn't he have helped you in some kind of, because Sadiq cooled off tonight. But you need bench scoring. I said that going into this game. That was one of the key. I was like, man, we need bench scoring. We need to be able to have bench scoring, guys that come off the bench and help out. You can't always put all of that emphasis on the starter. The bench has to help out. It has to add scoring to soften everything so those guys don't have to grind so hard. The bench, if you can do that, the game is a lot better. But a $30 million player that ain't getting no time at all, and then you got Sadiq out there struggling his ass off. You can't take a few minutes off and give it to somebody else? Boy, I see Gail Benson out here with a shovel in her hand. You got to be kidding. How did I miss that?
Wait,
Gail
what?
Benson had a
shovel.
Gail Benson had a
shovel. I didn't see that shit.
Bro, it's on the.
She had a shovel?
Y'all probably seen it during the game because it's a commercial. She doing some stuff
that?
I just seen Gail with a shovel in her hand. Y'all put one in the chat if y'all seen that during the game. It had a little thing, a little sidebar that was showing some charity stuff she was doing, helping out at a it looked like it used to be a church or a school, and she had a shovel in her hand trying to dig something. Boy, I was like, Gail with a shovel in her hand. That caught me. I'm gonna have to share that one later on. Yeah,
that's funny.
Just Herbs. Yeah. DC could talk about that. But anyway, listen, man. Anyway, don't worry about it, DC. It's all good. All right. Anyway, man. Listen, y'all. All I could tell y'all, man, on a Saturday, man. This. DC, you know what I'm talking about, dog.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's why.
That's from the past, dog. Come on, you gonna try to say that ain't from the past?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
What the man said? I said, J Black, you smoke? He said, just herbs. And I said, yeah, well, DC could he could talk. DC could talk about that.
What you talking about?
From the past, the Marley boys, yo, from the past.
What are you talking about? I don't smoke.
From the past.
I don't know nothing about the past.
Oh, so nothing from the past. Okay,
Once
so
it's
not
over, it's over.
so going back 10+ years from the
Once it's
past.
over, it's over. If it ain't
Okay,
recorded, it's over.
okay. See, that's that
If it
bullshit.
ain't
That's that
recorded, it's
BS.
over.
That's that bull. You know
Turned
what I'm
over a new
talking about.
leaf, and you try to pull
Yeah,
me back
and you
to the
turn
past.
you turn over that leaf and then smoke the piss out of it. That's what happened.
I was hoping you caught that one. That was actually
I know that's what it
it was the optimal.
DC turned over the leaf and smoked that mother. Oh man,
I
yeah.
smoked
Shout
quite a
out to
few
y'all,
leaves
man.
in my day.
Now you want to talk.
I ain't never smoked no goddamn banana leaf, though. I ain't appreciate nothing else.
Oh man, that's funny,
Let you
man.
tell it. I've been rolling up banana leaves. Come
Oh,
on, man. Let's
that's
leave the
funny.
past in the past. You ain't got to be bringing me up or
I say,
somebody else's
bro, I
recreational
feel like you.
activities, though.
I feel like you're an expert, bro. I had to defer to you, bro.
That's just goddamn nasty, Slim. So, who the hell is smoking fried pineapples, bro? Oh my god!
Hey, bro, smoke pineapples,
To
dog.
each his own, man.
Bro, that
That
sound
sound
like
like
that.
all that
Smoke
stuff they got now. That could actually be one of the goddamn strains.
DC smoke fried
Smoke fried
pineapples might
pineapple. Boy, you
actually
had some of that smoke fried pineapple.
that smoke fried pineapples might actually cure glaucoma or something. You never know what's going on. That
I
might
ain't
get
no
ri-
fucking though.
that might get rid of with the when you got puffy ankles and shit. What you call that? When your feet hurt, what you call it? DC?
Gout. This shit get rid
Smoking
of gout.
smoke pineapples,
Let me
get rid
guess.
of gout,
Let
boy.
me guess. You gotta smoke the pineapple skin.
Now you get it. Now you get it. Oh man, that smoked pineapple, boy. That knock out
All
gout,
that,
man. That's
all that
not.
bromelain in there, it knock out your gout. But you gotta
But
smoke.
hey,
What?
you got to mix it with orange peels.
You know, that's what I
But-
never understood. Like because they be having people be on there, bro. Like they smoke every day, but I'm like, wouldn't it do the same thing if you eat it? You gotta smoke it. You gotta smoke it.
That's why I say, see, DC letting it all go now. See, that's all
Hey.
you got to do. Open the door. DC will break it all down, boy. You be knowing about all that stuff, man.
I learned from
Anyway.
you, man. You
Oh,
told me
nah, it's
that.
me.
Yeah. I didn't
Okay.
know nothing about no curry chicken and all that till
Cut it out,
was you.
man. Cut it out.
That was you
dog.
probably around about 2016. Say,
Cut it
what?
out,
What
boy.
is this?
Curry chicken been on the scene long before, but I started
I
talking
ain't saying
about
it ain't. It wasn't in my it wasn't on my palate, man. I ain't know nothing about it.
Nah, yeah, whatever, dog.
I
DC
just-
can
yeah.
tell you any BS, man. DC tell you any
What?
BS.
Well, all I
All
knew
right.
about was smothered chicken. I ain't know nothing about no damn curry chicken.
I hear you, brother. It's all good. But listen, fam, we appreciate y'all for chiming in, man, on the stream. What y'all think, man? What do you
We don't
think?
appreciate the Pelicans for losing. We're not
Yeah,
going.
I'm doing what the coach is doing. We appreciating the family members for watching and the losing
Hey,
effort.
hold up. You
Y'all
can't
guys
do the
are
family. You
determined.
can't do the family like that, dog. You can't. I ain't gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you do the family like that. Cause I'll be like, man, we up in here with all this goddamn losing and these people showing up. You about to
Oh,
go. You can't do that.
Man, bro.
can't do
Why do they do that, bro? I don't understand why he do that. I thought that was a Willie Green thing. Willie got it from that dude, bro. He had to, bro.
Well,
He got
Willie
it from
wasn't
that man.
original at all, huh?
Nah, Willie got all that from him. And then
'Cause
default
he
when you
was
don't
too
have any
sorry
game.
to believe that Borrego got that from him.
And when you don't have in
So-
DC, when you don't have any explanation for anything that the players is doing wrong, you just default thinking. That's what you just go right in the default thanking the team for the effort. And I'm like, Coach, they lost, man. What are you talking about? Yeah, this. Why didn't you challenge the call? Why didn't you challenge that call? Because that could have changed the game. None of that. Those questions don't get answered. That's why I don't like reporters. I'm not I can respect Andrew Lopez. I like Andrew Lopez. He's a smart dude. But I just don't respect the team reporter model because the team is paying the reporter. The reporter is not going to ask tough questions, like the questions you really want to know. They're not going to do that because they don't want to piss off the coach. That could ultimately end up causing them problems. That's why I'm not really a fan or a supporter
Why they so scared to piss
of
off a coach?
team team journalists. You see what I'm
They're
saying?
not even a championship team, man. It's
I'm
like,
saying the man got to keep a job, bro. The man just got the job. Didn't he just get this job? Didn't Lopez
I
just
know,
used to
but
work
like,
for ESPN? Didn't he just get the job with the Pelicans?
he had it. Then he went. Didn't he go to like the Spurs or something? And then he came back. But
Did he?
he wasn't on TV. What I think
No,
he's
he was
like
working for ESPN as just a journalist. He was
yeah,
just
he
a
was a
writer.
journalist, and he for
Yeah,
us. And then he
right.
went covered the Spurs, and now he on TV. So shout
Well,
out to him, man. The
they
climb
had an
was real.
opportunity for him, right? They had an opportunity for him. He put in for the job underneath the Gulf Coast Sports Network or whatever it's called,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how he ended up getting the job. So it's his first year, so he's trying not to be too tough with the questions. But the question is, even though we listen to a lot of the questions, the reality is, I would like to know what was the thought process and not challenging that call. I just want to know that. You can keep all that other shit. Just answer that question, and then you can go head on to wherever you need to be. But just answer me that call. They denied us that. We won't ever get that answer.
Man, we don't get any tough questions from. I mean, we used to complain about that with the Saints, man, but the Saints, they press people, they asking all the tough questions, bro.
Because that's
You saw how
because
they had Kevin Moore. They questioned him about Alvin Kamara retiring.
right. But that's because, yeah, I seen that, DC. But see,
Yeah,
that's a result of a lot of the supporters of the team questioning the reporters and forcing them to ask these questions. Like now that you have if you own X or in this place, you can reply or send a message to your favorite reporter. Hell, you can either you can send them an email, you can reach out and communicate with your favorite beat writer. But a lot of times people are putting pressure on some of these reporters to ask questions. Like what is this, what that? And the really good ones know how to ask the question and get the answer without having, saying in a way where it doesn't offend the coach, because they be real sensitive at the end of the game and emotional. But the bottom line is, I don't care about none of that. Answer me this question. What was your thought process in not challenging that call? That's all I want to know. That's all I want. And I guarantee you 80% of the family members want to know that call too.
right.
Like why would you not do that? Because if you do that you totally change the dynamic of the game. You really do. That's the biggest question I have tonight, and we're never going to get that answer. We're never going to get that answer. We will get a bunch of spiel about they did a hard working job. Man, bro, this team a 22 win team. What you talking about, bro? These people done lost 40 plus games on the season, dog. What you talking about hard working? What are you talking about? You talking about working hard at what? What is your what is your definition? Yeah, it's a good team. Man, listen. At the end of the season, if I'm Joe Dumars, man, I'm taking all these people out of here, DC. Listen, I'm sorry, bro. They all got to go. This entire staff, all these guys, they are gone. Even if they manage to mess around and win the rest of their games and get to the plan, I'm still moving you on up out of here. Because it's things that this team got to learn to do. They got to learn to play better defense. They got to learn to be tougher mentality wise. They got to be smarter. They got to learn how to offensive rebound, bro. These people give up. These people are really shitty at offensive rebounding. They don't do a good job at that at all. There's times where I see them running, retreating. I'm going to call it retreating to the other side of the floor, sometimes just right before the ball goes up. I'm like, you ain't going to hang around to see if you can get an offensive rebound. What if the guy missed the shot? It's just, it's just how they play is not going to sustain no wins, bro. The way they play, how they play, it's not going to cut it, because they too wishy-washy on the fundamental stuff. I always talk about free throws. Free throws is supposed to be the easiest shot in pro basketball, and basketball period. It's a free throw. If you hit a high clip of free throws, most nights you're gonna win. And then these haphazard, stupid giveaways, like Trey Murphy had the ball and he just turned it over into out of. It's just, man, dude, come on, bro. Come on, y'all got to do better than this, man. It's like a comedy show. It's like watching the Generals. You remember who like watching the Generals play? You know, you remember the Generals DC? They play the Harlem Globetrotters. They always it's like watch the New Orleans Generals play all the time. Watching Zion on that outlet pass, DC trying to throw the ball to Herb Jones. Boy, that was like watching the Generals play the Harlem Globetrotters, boy. I'm like, it was the guy.
Like they practice to lose, huh? Just like the Generals.
Bro, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all, man. It don't make no sense. And there's no repercussions for losing. Because the coach, all he gonna do is talk about how he proud of you. He is. You know, they're not worried about the coach being mad or walking on eggshells. They're not worrying about that at all. You get the hell out of here with that nice guy crap, man. Get the hell out of here with that, man. But anyway, man, that's all I got, man, for y'all. I appreciate y'all tonight, man. What's up, Tasha? Shout out to Tasha, Trey. Big ups to you. DC was dropping a little game on his on this pass, y'all. Y'all missed it. DC was talking about banana peels, pineapples,
nobody say nothing about
and eliminating gout.
Getting
rid of gout.
You brought up the gout.
Fried pineapples eliminate gout. That's not
Slim Saul brought up fried
FDC.
pineapple, bro. Why is you putting all this on me?
Well, I'm saying if you smoke pineapples and eat that shit, if you smoke, you might get rid of gout and glaucoma and every damn thing.
Why don't you go light one up and let us know? How about
no, I don't do that, brother. I'm
go on down to All Diet and get your pineapple and light that shit up.
I got a pineapple on top of my refrigerator right now, boy.
But go ahead, chop that sucker up. You can eat the the stuff on the inside. Just smoke the skin. Go ahead, light up the pineapple skin, and you let us know how that worked out.
Oh man, DC, I think you did that, bro. That's how you know what's gonna happen, bro. I think you did that shit, dog.
I'm waiting for the next time the Pelicans play. You can let us know. That should probably be more entertaining than if they lost. You know what I'm saying? You let us know your experiment would happen.
We're doing what? We're smoking the outside skin of the pineapple.
Go smoke some pineapple skin, dog. Let us know. You ain't never had gout before?
No, never had no gout, bro.
You bought at that age, bro. Just let us know if you kept it away.
What?
Get close to the time for you to probably have a little gout flare up, bro.
Bro, I never had any gout flare up, dog. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have none of that, dog. I'm just, you know what I think, Lord.
You've been smoking that pineapple skin, huh? You got one on top of the refrigerator.
Oh man! I got a pineapple on top of my refrigerator. DC got like 7 of them. DC got 7 of them. Mango skins and every damn thing. But the Pelicans have you doing all kind of shit with all that, DC.
That's the thing you talk about the Pelicans, man. You got to smoke pineapple skin.
That's what it gotta be, bro. That's all we got, bro. That's all we got, bro. Because they damn sure ain't nothing to talk about as far as they concerned.
James said, "I got a lot of questions to ask y'all."
Direct them all to DC, man. DC got all the answers, man.
Why you gonna say y'all? Then you gonna say DC?
DC got the answers on all because I know what they're gonna ask. They gonna I say y'all talk to them health related questions to DC, boy. That's the sergeant of it right there. We got DC here.
How the hell I became the sergeant?
The ambassador. The ambassador. Yes. DC said you definitely be drinking something. There go Tasha. There she go. There she go. Talk about special lemonade. That's what she told me the other day. Special lemonade. I was like, ain't no special. Take a sip of your special lemonade. I said,
I'm talking about this crate of bananas, man. What I look like? King Kong, bro? What's going on, man?
a crate of bananas.
A bushel wasn't enough. That boy said a crate.
Boy, DC serious about his plantains, bro. Y'all don't be playing with DC about his plantains now, bro. Telling you, boy, that boy serious about them plantains, boy. That's what I'm talking about, dog.
I ain't never ate a goddamn plantain. All I know DC about the regular bananas at the store, man.
That boy be lying, man.
I eat they had them little small ones sometimes with the seeds in them.
So
they come from Ecuador.
So you ate a plantain or
and
not?
all that shit.
Did you eat a plantain or not, dog? Be real.
Nah, I ain't never eaten
You
no
be
plantain.
lying. You be lying. I know you ate plantains. You went to that Caribbean store out there.
What Caribbean store?
The one you stayed up the street from, and I know you ate plantains. The
When
man
I
sold
stayed
them.
up the street from a Caribbean store. What you talking about?
The Caribbean island place over there. You
What's
stayed
the
up the
name of
street
it?
from. I just said it's Caribbean island.
How you know the name of another?
You know the name of it because you know the man, the owner of it.
Big Q introduced me to this place. He talked about I stayed up the street.
Oh, I thought you ain't know what I'm talking about.
You
That
brought
boy.
me in.
And you ate that man served plantains. Man, I know you lying. He put plantains in his.
I never got that.
The fish meal you ate came with plantains, bro.
No,
What you
it
talking
didn't.
about?
I subbed that off for something else. I didn't want that. Plantain.
That boy lying, man.
Now we might as
That
well
boy.
get it off all out the way.
That's right. That's right. Look, Wayo said Bayou Road. Bayou Road. LOL.
He know what's up. He know what's up.
He said Bayou Road. You know exactly what you're talking about.
This is where the
bro.
origins of the Big Q trying to call me Bob Marley. This is what it started.
No, it didn't.
I walked in the store. What the lady said. What the lady said, Q, when I went in the store. That's when you started all this bullshit. That was like way in 2016, bro. That was damn near almost 10 years ago, man.
Nah, that's not the origins, bro.
When I walked in that store, what that lady said.
They fell on the ground and said, Bob
Man, no,
Marley's
you
son is
exaggerate.
returned.
Yeah, you are some bullshit.
They asked to take your picture because they thought you
No,
was a member
the
of the
woman that asked
Marley
to take
Boys.
my picture and then she said, "Hello, Mr. Marley." Remember that? And then ever since you've been hitting me with the fucking Rastafari shirts. From the current place you brought me to, man. I didn't know nothing about no goddamn current.
Why you say definitely no? Why you know? Man, you know that man will buy you.
Why you a real one, you know?
Why you know? Why you know that store, man? He know that man when he make his food, he put plantains in there, man. You know that. So cut it out, DC, with that.
I ain't never did the plantains for real. I didn't like it.
You didn't
They
like
told
the
me,
plantains?
I'm like, what is it? They said, well, it's bananas fried. I was like, what? Like, now just give me some extra cabbage or some rice and beans or something.
This dude lying, man.
I'm
the
serious.
cabbage, the plantains.
I used to get my plate and I tell them don't put that in there, and I get the extra beans and stuff. No, I used to get extra cabbage. I didn't get extra beans.
Oh, you don't know which one. You don't know which lie to go with. Now it's extra beans. Now it's extra.
Because sometimes they'll just put like extra curry chicken in there. When I used to get the fish.
So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Good people from the Caribbean that own a Caribbean restaurant when you walked in called you Mr. Marley.
Yes.
Okay.
This did that. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a liar. This did that.
You
Never
lying right
since
now.
then.
Talk about you eating no plantains.
I'm lying.
You got a bushel of them behind your fucking house right now.
Bushel? What this man talking about?
That's right. You got a bushel and a crate.
Of and Sean trying to send me a crate.
You know you greedy.
I just said DC sound like he lied.
He does. I'm telling you, he lied. I don't know what that sound like.
A lot of things.
Right, I don't like that. Man, cut it out, boy.
Nah, I don't.
Cut it out, boy.
That's why the plantain pudding, I could never laugh at that. Well, I don't even like plantains. I barely like real bananas. What am I eat exotic bananas for? Like, come on.
Because that's where you from, bro. Take pride. All right. Anyway, with that being said. Yeah, Marrero, Jamaica. I got you.
You from the name.
Marrero's in that South Jamaica? South somewhere there? Something like that.
South, we gonna Jamaica your ass crazy. You keep playing.
Jamaica. All right, fam. Anyway, that's enough of DC's crazy stories.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, we're gonna get ready to get out on that, man.
That smoked pineapple.
Yeah. You can tell us right now, bro.
Come on, man.
With that being said, man, I'm gonna get ready to get out on that, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. By all means, feel free the Shutter Show on social media feed, we had to make jokes about fried pineapples
Man, we
because
had
the
to do
Pelicans
something
keep
'cause our
losing.
Pelicans got their ass whooped tonight.
They keep losing, man. So it got to be something else, man. We got to do something, man, to shake it up with all this losing. So anyway, y'all have a very nice weekend, man.
My man Jaden asked me what I ate today that made me like this. It wasn't what I ate, Jaden. It was what I watched. Did you see the game? That's how we got here. But anyway, go ahead, Kid. You can finish wrapping up. I just thought that was a weird question, bro. Did you watch the game?
He talking crazy. That's why DC talking all that crazy stuff. People know who you are, boy. They know you a member of the Marley clan. Anyway, with that being said, man,
some Jamaican people
hold on.
Call me Mr. Marley one time. That you just get in the family like that.
When you walked in, they said family.
Man, the people say y'all talking about I'll be lying.
Boy, he ain't play. DC ain't pay for no food since he been gone over there.
He ain't pay for nothing. I ain't gonna lie, they did used to make my place kind of fire.
See,
but
you got preferential treatment and everything.
Get nothing free.
You did, you ain't paid. You paid half cost or whatever, half the price of it.
I got a free plate at Boswell's once. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
See, but you had.
Then they had somebody in there. He was mad I got a free plate.
He was mean mugging you. No, he wasn't mad at mean mugging you because of that plate. He was mean mugging you. This dude, he thought you was one of the Marlies. He said, "Man,
I got people who was beefing with the Marlies or something."
Yeah, he said he's probably thinking, "I thought I got rid of all of them." And then you walk up in there. That ball was mean mucking DC, bro. And guess what? DC ain't do nothing, man. DC just got his guitar, put it on his back, ate his food, and left, man.
I was just cool with one of the people from the shower posse, man. You know what I mean?
That dude crazy, man. The shower posse. You heard of my fam? He talking about he cool with the shower posse. This boy crazy, man. That boy crazy, man. DC on see, I tell y'all don't know this guy, man. Y'all don't know this guy. Y'all don't know. All right, man, we're going to get on out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. By all means, feel free to share the show, man. And we're going to holler at you on the next one. Much love, peace, and go Pels.
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell him that. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican, ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's something, don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumping where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, Big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the ref just might call a tag. You can double, you can press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican.
Hey, New Orleans! Whether you're catching up on Saints news at Jackson Square, checking Pelicans scores in the Garden District, or staying updated on LSU while grabbing coffee in the French Quarter, there's one place that keeps you connected to everything that matters in our city. From Bourbon Street to the Superdome, from Preservation Hall to the riverfront, New Orleanians are staying in the know with thehootitdaily.com. Your daily source for Saints, Pelicans, LSU, and all the sports, music, and culture that makes our city special. At work downtown, at a game in the Dome, or just relaxing by the Mississippi, wherever life takes you in the Big Easy, you can stay connected. Because when you're from New Orleans, you don't just live here. You stay in the NO. That's stay in the know. Visit the WooDatDaily.com and never miss what matters most to Who Dat.
Welcome to the Pro Shop, where we create authentic NOLA-inspired clothing for men, women, and children. From Saints jerseys to Pelicans gear, everything's crafted right here in New Orleans. Whether you're shopping the Pro Shop, the Pel Shop, or the Pro Shop Kids, we've got your whole family covered with genuine merchandise that represents our city's spirit. Check for links in the description section below or in the chat.